Welcome back everybody, Donny Boy here with more Alexander the G on Legendary. We're on mission 10, Tyre must fall.
So confident was Darius that he would triumph at Issus, he had brought his mother, wife and daughters to the battle. So hastily did he flee, they were left behind for Alexander to capture. Like the women of Troy, powerless before their captors, Darius' family wept and lamented, imagining that their lot would now be misery and servitude. But Alexander treated them with perfect respect, and allowed them every comfort to which they were accustomed. Alexander proceeded along the coast, until he came to Tyre, that great city of the Phoenicians, set upon an offshore island as though the whole marvelous edifice floated on the sea. Alexander demanded entry to Tyre, wishing to sacrifice at the temple of Melkart. The Tyrians refused, and when Alexander sent messengers a second time, they were hurled into the sea from the city walls. An outrageous thing to do. But the Tyrians, their grand fortifications protected by the waves that lapped up against them, held the entirely reasonable expectation that Alexander would give up and move on. Alexander rarely did what you and I might consider reasonable. And so, work began on a vast causeway, a bridge of earth and rubble between Tyre and the mainland. The world reshaped at Alexander's command.
Seize the old town, where the craven Tyrians used to dwell before they slunk off to their island. Then we shall begin work on our causeway, and bring just retribution to those who would slay diplomats and emissaries.
This is madness, Alexander. Tyre is nearly 4 stades from the mainland. Surely it is not worth the time, the effort, the lives that will be lost.
I have been wronged, Parmenion. Insulted, disregarded. No doubt a coward like you would let these Phoenicians bash down your door, spit in your hearth, kick your dog, and sleep in your bed. But I shall not stand for their abuse.
Interesting situation developing between those two. Definitely feels like it's going to kind of come to a bit of a rebellion.
This will be our base. Engineers, begin your work. Any man who distinguishes himself will receive a purse of gold from my own hand.
Χέτοιμο. Χουλοτομαίο.
Alright. First things first, we need to power up our eco. Naturally, going to build another TC here. This is the first spot the enemy's going to attack us, so we'll prep that straight off the bat. Got this upgrade.
Τι εστίν οικοδομαίο.
Luckily, we start with a decent amount of starting resources, which is convenient.
Γάιρε. Γεωργαίο. Χέτοιμο.
These two I'm actually going to put onto foods.
Ναι,
Γεωργαίο.
Tyre.
Οικοδομαίο. Χουλοτομαίο.
Okay, we need to power up wood eco. That's the main one. Alright, these guys kind of want to be in a bit of a formation. Brahim's at the front. I don't want to split them from the demos if we can. That'll do.
Τι τελείς? Χέτοιμος.
Προστάγματα.
I want 5
Κολοτομέο.
to go on to stone.
Ασμένος. Κολοτομέο. Ναι, ακογές. Τι τελέεις. Ασμένος. Ναι, τον δία. Ο οικοδομέο. Μεταλλέο.
Ναι, κοράνος.
Τι εστίν.
Χουλοτομέο. Οικοδομέο. Γάιρε. Χουλοτομέο.
That's
Τι τελέεις. Κολοτομέο. Ο οικοδομέο.
Right, you lot. Stones into the water, then drive stakes into the mud to keep them stable. Then you put the timbers on top. It won't look pretty, but it'll hold.
Τι τελέεις.
Τάρ.
Alright, let's go ahead and build our first fort, which will be
That
here.
Tyrian navy is powerful. We don't have the materials or the knowledge to build anything that can rival them.
I have sent for Niarchos. He will soon come with a fleet and expert shipwrights to construct the vessels we need.
The Tyrians are upon us! Let them come!
Κολοτομέο.
I'm sure they'll want to admire our work.
Let's move these away. We're going to sacrifice these. Got a bit of a cheeky in that we're not even going to bother with this part for quite a while. We've got some better strats than just bashing our head against a brick wall.
Τι τελέεις.
Okay, we also want to get a couple of people on gold.
Τι εστίν. Κολοτομέο.
Your father knew when a fight was worth taking and when it was folly. Why must you indulge your every impulse?
I will not have limits put on my ambitions by the likes of you, Parmenion.
No, the gods will do that.
To arms! They're landing troops on the shore!
Alright, so these transport boats are literally going to be all up and down our shore. It's a pain to deal with. So we've got a couple of strats to help us manage that. The first being just to get rid of the shipyards. Honestly, it's simple as that, really.
Ο οικοδομέο. Ο οικοδομέο. Ο οικοδομέο.
Okay, we kind of want 5 of each
Ο οικοδομέο.
shipyard and
Ο
port.
οικοδομέο. Ο οικοδομέο. Ο οικοδομέο. Κολοτομέο.
Right, this will be the next
Tyre.
spot that gets
Metal
targeted.
Βάινο.
Go ahead, put a fort here.
Οικοδομέο. Μεταλλιούο.
Nope, not those. We can get that. Shipyards and ports. Actually can age up, which we'll do straight away.
Τι τελέεις. Τι εστίν. Κολοτομέο.
These guys
Ο οικοδομέο.
on
Μεταλλέο.
gold.
Parmenion, you may lack the stomach for our grand endeavors, but you can at least deal with these irksome landing parties.
Τι τελέεις. Ο οικοδομέο. Tyre. Ναι, κόρανος.
Good chance him. He's going to drop here next. Yeah, I'm going to want to build
Προστάγματα. Μεταλλιούο.
this.
Προστάγματα.
Also a academy.
Οικοδομέο. Μεταλλιούο. Ναι, κοράνος.
Ο οικοδομέο. Κολοτομέο. Τι δεν λέει.
Προστάγματα.
Τι εστί.
Μεταλλιούο. Έργομαι. Οικοδομαίο. Οικοδομαίο. Κουλοτομαίο.
Τι δεν λέει. Yes.
Alright. Let's get a bit more of these.
Χέτονος. Οικοδομαίο.
Τι δεν λέει. Κουλοτομαίο.
Τι δεν λέει. Οικοδομαίο. Τι εστί. Επισκιουάτσο. Τι εστί. Προστάγματα. Οικοδομαίο.
Ναι, κοράνος. Οικοδομαίο.
Flaming arrows. And these two as well. Right, we're getting there.
Tyre. Μεταλλαίο. Μεταλλαίο.
Τι εστί. Κουλοτομαίο. Κουλοτομαίο. Βάινο. Ας βάινο. Έργομαι.
Grab a couple more of these and then we'll push out.
Χέτονος.
There we are technically maxed.
Οικοδομαίο. Οικοδομαίο. Κουλοτομαίο. Τι εστί.
Alright, time to start sniping some enemy docks. The only thing we really need to be mindful of here is the demo ships. They're very annoying to deal with. We're going to start prepping for another... Oh, hello. We'll definitely stop that. Thank you. Get out of it. They're just going to rebuild them. It's not even worth wasting your time on those. Really?
Ναι,
Ναι,
κοράνος.
βάινο.
Tyre. Yes. Ναι, κοράνος.
This is why we want to get rid of these damn things. It's so annoying to deal with.
Tyre.
Τι εστί.
Ασμένος. Επισκιουάζω. Κουλοτομαίο.
To be fair, that fort's kind of served its purpose anyway.
Προστάγματα.
How's this one thing killing everything? Unbelievable.
Τι εστίν, έργομαι, οικοδομαίο, μεταλλιούο,
Ναι, κόρανος. Πουλοτομαίο. Tyre. Oikodomeo. Prostagmata. Oikodomeo.
νεκοράνος,
Alright, let's go grab. So let's take care of these.
Τι εστί.
μπάινο, οικοδομαίο, μεταλλιούο,
Alright, don't really need to kill all that.
γάιρε,
Let's build a marketplace.
οικοδομαίο,
Team
τι
0.
λέεις, χουλοτομαίο,
Tyre. Ασμένος.
I need more than that actually. I've already pop limited.
Τι τελέεις. Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo. Ναι, πουλοτομαίο. Προστάγματα.
προστάγματα,
So I get the demos first.
χέτοιμο, επισκουασμένος, δία, οικοδομαίο, μεταλλιούο,
Ναι, κόρανος.
ασμένος, δία, οικοδομαίο, 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 μεταλλιούο,
Yeah, hells no, that ain't happening. Nice try though. Okay, we need a bigger navy on this side. This side's actually pretty brutal. We also need some normal
Τι εστί. Oikodomeo.
whatever they're called, lambos.
Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo.
Actually, no, we don't want that too close. What I don't want to do is trigger the guys that are over
Last
here.
night I dreamt, Hephaestion, that Heracles himself escorted me into the city.
A portent of our success, to be sure. Even if, like Heracles, we must undergo many labors.
Couple of these as well. Catbox ship's pretty useful for this one.
Προστάγματα. Τι τελέεις. Πουλοτομαίο. Πουλοτομαίο.
γάιρε,
Ναι, κόρανος. Τι τελέεις.
προστάγματα,
Προστάγματα.
έργομαι, οικοδομαίο,
Χέτοιμος. Έρχομαι. Tyre. Mine. Επισκευή. Τα λέω.
Alright, that'll do.
I'm sick of being pelted with bolts and arrows from those Tyrian ships. I tell you what we need. A helepolis. A big old siege tower with a ballista inside. That'll put some fear in them.
Alright, this time we're actually going to take out some of these fortified towers. There's a bit more to just killing the shipyards on this side. In fact, we also want to grab a transport. Oh, we can't build transports, that's annoying. Well, scrap that idea then. I'll have to do it the hard way.
What the? Look at this! I cracked open this loaf of bread and it's bleeding. Every loaf out of that oven, bloody as a raw steak. I'm no soothsayer, but that's a bad omen.
The Temple of Melkart, which you were so insolently barred, lies open to you now. Go, Alexander. Gain the blessings of your ancestor Heracles. No, this is wonderful. Don't you see? The bread bleeds from inside. It is the city. It is Tyre that will bleed.
Let's take care of these.
Hermes, protector of heralds. Zeus, Xenios, punisher of wrongs. I feel you at my back as I tear through these sin-soaked boulevards. Bear me on with righteous fury. Fine progress. Not as futile a plan as you thought, Parmenion.
Why do you so delight in defying good sense? Do you think your father achieved greatness by following every mad desire that entered his head? No. It was through careful consideration and the advice of experienced men that he built the kingdom which you insist on throwing into peril.
Alright, I want to grab of these. Some sundry ships. Pop them right here.
Their resistance is unceasing. Is this one city truly worth so many lives?
To avenge an insult, yes. And in any case, capturing Tyre will incapacitate the Persian navy, thus precluding any counter-invasion of Greece. So you see my plans are not as frivolous as you allege.
That should right about wipe these guys out.
Τι δεν λέεις? Προστάγματα.
Okay, we need more gold.
Οικοδομία. Τα λέω.
Alright, let's just kill this transport. Can't make any more. That'll be the last. Have to deal with all of their bloody drops, which are infuriating to say the least. Now these guys, I want to be on a bit of a patrol. Let's try and find the location where they spawn. Somewhere around here. Basically a massive navy just comes out of nowhere. So it's kind of here to here-ish. So these guys deal with that. Back on. Oh, I think they might have already spawned. In that case, they have. Oh, that wasn't very effective. Never mind. Alright, let's get these boys back. Alright, next up we actually need to prep for next stage of this game. Should grab a couple of these as well, they're pretty useful.
Nothing like artillery fire to make you concentrate on your work, eh? Keep it up, engineers!
Where is Niarchos with that fleet? Probably off sketching some hideous lizard or taking clippings from I don't know, a plant that eats chicken.
Time to prep for the next stage of this game. Right, let's wait for the fleet to turn up, and then we'll deal with that.
Τι δελέεις?
Asmenos. Καλέω.
Furl up the sails! The fleet stands ready, Alexander, and we have timber and pitch to build further vessels. Glad to hear it, Admiral. We should begin construction immediately.
There we go. This is team 2. This will be team 3.
Ah, here they are. You remember those pirates we paid off in Silesia? I offered them some work.
You expect my sailors to toil alongside buccaneers and ruffians? This is most improper.
Oh, we should actually wait for the pirates. Esvalo!
I've met all sorts on the islands of the Aegean, philosophers, pentathletes, and plenty of talented marksmen seeking adventure. I could send for some.
Stop building ships, don't need them anymore. But we probably need to get rid of the ones that we've got. I wish there was an easy way of doing this. To my knowledge, there isn't. We want mercenary archers, for sure. They're really, really good. Just gonna grab these. Let's grab this. I'll grab team 2. I'll grab team 3 actually. Let's go team 2.
Tyre, mine. Ergo mine.
Right, we need gold.
Ergo mine.
Violent southwesterlies blow round these parts. That's why the waters around Tyre are so rough, you see.
Wind I can handle. I'm more concerned with all the Phoenicians trying to kill me.
Ακούω. Ναι, τον Δία. Ασμένος. Οικοδομέο, μεταλλαίο.
So we can snipe some of their buildings, production buildings specifically. Right. That's just a blacksmith. Can we target this and this? That might be helpful. I don't think we're going to kill a keep. Not with ships. We'll try our luck with the barracks. It might go down.
The moment this causeway reaches Tyre, I want every man ready to break into the city. We have overcome the larger part of the danger. Prepare now to sink your teeth into the fruit of your labors.
Easy going from here. Those walls are only, what, 100 cubits high, perhaps?
Ακούω. Οικοδομέο, μεταλλαίο. Τι λέει.
Ασμένος. Poieso.
I'm trying to remember where gold might be.
Ασμένος.
The causeway is complete. Now look at those grey faces on the battlements. Not so brave without the sea to guard you, eh?
Break down those gates! Then we press on to the palace and claim this city.
Just get rid of those. I can free up supply for actual troops.
Ergo, ασμένος.
Actually, I think we can do the same with these.
Χέτοιμαι. Tyre, χέτοιμαι. Ναι, τον Δία. Οικοδομέο.
Handful more vills. Right, team 2. Team 1. It's Alexander. There he is. We'll call him Team 3 for now. So what we need to do is get Alexander here to get a little buff for future missions. It's actually really good, so well worth picking up. Which does make this a little bit more complicated, since we don't have transport boats. What I was hoping to do here, I was hoping just to send a transport boat and ping him over there, but can't actually build them, it turns out. I am very curious, actually. Can one of these transport? I don't think they can. Couldn't remember. I know they can in mythology. You can use galleys to transport units. Start targeting production. Okay, now we need to be careful that we don't overextend here. Destroying this would be quite easy, but I need to do this secondary objective first. Just anything but easy. I think I've accidentally swapped one of my hotkeys for all forts. Fine, I'll team it up on a hotkey instead then. I don't want these all running off. Just going to do this in a nice, precise manner. Right, next problem is we need to deal with these guys over here. I just want to scout because they've got normally have a bunch of these siege ballistas, which are an absolute nightmare to deal with. Looks like they've only got a handful this time, which is good. Oh, we need to defend these. So if we're going to go straight for the objective, we could just do it from here, to be honest. Be pretty simple to do. Take out these two buildings. They need to not trigger the entire camp. Nice. Let's get these set up there. Ready to take care of these siege dudes. They are a nightmare to deal with. They're like basically siege bombards from Age of 3. Pain in the ass. Massive AoE damage. Stable. That's in the forts. Don't want you dying. Da, 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 da. Gold. Where else is gold on this map? Do. You have to re-hotkey that castle. I think I used it. I think it was Control F for the mercs. So I guess Control C works for castles. Doesn't seem to do anything currently. No, don't go up there. Trigger the whole damn camp. Unbelievable. Right, Alex, I need you over here, buddy. This is what I thought might happen as we go and trigger the entire damn camp. Beautiful.
Lion-skinned Heracles, slayer of giants, you who sacked the hallowed heights of Troy even before Achilles and Odysseus, I offer you these libations, finely pressed olive oil and honeyed wine.
This is actually the easiest angle to attack from anyway. So go ahead, get these just to focus on the Royal Palace, and that's it, GG's. Dun 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 da da da. Lovely, lovely.
The city is ours, Alexander. The men begged to be let loose. The siege was a trying one. They want vengeance for our murdered emissaries.
Sack it.
Beautiful. Alrighty folks, that'll right about conclude this mission on Legendary. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. If this is the kind of content you enjoy, then please do consider subscribing to the channel. Does help support the channel, be greatly appreciated. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And as always, I shall see you in the next video.